We have issues, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of WRFB issues at the moment. Don't worry, guys. We are here. Laz is getting stuff fixed up. And while we do that, we've got WRFB in the background, and there's nothing I can do about that right now. I'm going to end up releasing the WRFB stream and focus here on the show in front of us. And we're going to play some videos from the Trevor Project, actually. And so, yep, guys, it's Arius, and I'm glad that you're here. And thank you so much for being here. Let me go and disconnect from there. And we are going to come in and play this video now. All right. I'll be right with you. Oh, it's live feed. What do you expect to do? And everybody from M60, again, if you're still here, thank you. And yeah, it's been a good time. It's been a really good time so far tonight. And yeah, I'm just killing that. Yep. And yeah, Trevor Project. Are we good? We're good. We're set up. We're ready. All right, here we go, guys, from the Trevor Project.
Every day, the Trevor Project saves lives. I took a call recently as a helpline counselor that significantly has changed my life. This particular call came from an individual who was at their wit's end, and they had a gun. It basically started off with this young person who was 16, and he told me that he had a girlfriend, and that for years he's been basically hiding the fact that he knew he was gay. And he had just told his girlfriend that he was gay, and the girlfriend immediately started telling him that he was a fag, and that he was disgusting, and that she was going to tell every single person in his high school that he was gay. And he then said he did everything he could. He was frightened, and he went on to tell his parents, because he figured, I have to tell them. And as the story progressed, he started getting more choked up on the phone with me. And he told me that his parents basically said to him, this is the last night you're able to stay at home.
A lot of times, a boy or girl will call the Trevor Helpline, and we will be the very first person they ever tell that they're gay or lesbian.
There was nobody I could talk to. Growing up in a small town in South Texas, and we get calls from kids in, small towns all over the country, and they don't have. That's the first thing, is can I talk to you? It's one of the first things they ask is, is it okay? And it's like, sure, you can talk to us anytime, 24 hours a day.
There was a kid that had been living on the streets, was turning tricks to make money. His parents had kicked him out when they found out he was gay. Was taking crystal meth, and I was just shocked at how much was upside down in his life.
What was most upsetting for him is that he had been at school and had been the only kid in school who was out, and had been subject to a lot of not just teasing but physical abuse, kids shoving him into lockers. I mean, he really couldn't go from one classroom to the next without being hurt.
At 16 years old, this young man called the Trevor Helpline with nowhere to turn, no one to talk to. His mom that adopted him, that he said really never wanted me. The only persons that ever cared about him were his grandparents, who died 2 years ago, and the boyfriend that he had just recently lost. He had no money, he had nowhere to go, and he felt isolated and hopeless. And he actually talked about taking his life. He told me, what is there for me to live?
Her parents gave her money and said, don't ever come back. So she couldn't go home. That's the first thing she said is, I have no place to go. What am I going to, and her and I. So I mean, that's what parents do. You know, they tell their children, don't come back ever.
You would think that people today would have families that wouldn't do this to them and would be supportive and be understanding. And there are a lot of families that are, but there's still so many families that aren't, and that's why we do the work that we do here.
Just knowing that you provide a safe place where youth can come and talk in complete confidence, and you provide a place where you will listen to them without judging them,
playing videos,
is incredibly important.
A few months ago, Peter called.
I was going to be dropping
he was sitting in his car in his family's driveway.
Actually, I'm
inside the
dropping
house.
by Escort to
He had
stack
put
my
pills and a knife
I'm dropping by
under the bed.
Escort to restock.
And he was
my
contemplating
vendor so
suicide
I can
that
get
night.
my weight
But he
under
sat in
control.
the car because he knew,
30
he
pounds
needed to
overweight.
talk to someone. Peter had a history of suicide attempts
Doing
and
better than I am.
hospitalizations, but he had contracted with his new therapist to contact the Trevor Helpline the next time he felt suicidal.
I did everything I could to keep this individual safe. And he started to cry. And we always have co-counselors in the room with us. And I gave a piece of paper to my co-counselor that said, rescue, meaning that we need to get 911 or emergency services to this kid. And he began to scream and cry. And as much as I tried to talk him down, he said he had the gun, he was putting it to his head, and he was pulling the trigger, and he hung up the phone.
She had razor blades and was thinking about killing herself, but didn't really want to follow it through.
We called him back. I got him on the phone.
I do believe that, just having someone to talk to is really, really important to people who, at that moment of desperation or depression or having really nowhere else to go, to have a voice on the other end is just critical.
He also said to me, thank you. Thank you for listening to me and for helping me realize that I do have options, and helping me realize that the only thing I wanted was the pain to go away and not my life.
Wherever Eclipse is.
And through the call, he actually voluntarily
I'm
took the
not
razor blade
there.
and threw it out the window,
I
which
don't
was
know what
very
time it is
comforting to me.
Through that
Yeah.
conversation, I successfully de-escalated the crisis to where Peter verbally expressed hope for the future, and he acknowledged the helpline as a lifeline.
We are here because Trevor really saves lives.
So yes, if you'd like to donate to this project, Just One Life, our cause, our community cause here, you can click the link below, and it'll take you to the areafund.org, where you can make a donation. And we asked for your donation, and we thank you so much, because we're gamers helping gamers. Let's just save one life. And with that, Laz, are you ready to take back over?
We were working on it.
All right.
And we are also going to be transitioning to the beach party because our segment has an hour left, 59 minutes left of
And I believe
Laz and Jack
Eclipse's
doing
place
weird
is,
things.
Celestial Gardens.
Yep. And I would also like to note that
That's
raffle
just
is
north of Brittany.
the
And I'm on my way there now.
that raffle is still open, by the way. This is for a Shroud of the Avatar for the game, for a digital copy of the game, for the full account. And if you would like, just do !raffle in chat, and we will get that taken care of. Go ahead, Jack. Or I heard somebody.
I was going to, I don't even know what I'm going to say. What is there to say?
I thought I was hearing somebody about to speak, and I was like cutting over them by accident.
All right, let's go ahead and let me make the transition.
All right.
Is the stream back on, guys? I'm not.
Yeah, I've been streaming, and I'm going down in 5, 4, 3, 2. Love you, Laz.